What's up, brothers? Hope everybody's doing well out there. Got a video request, and I made it home before the sun went down, so I figured I'd sit out here and respond to that video request. And I will drink the first Coors Light I've had since 2019. Actually, the first beer I've had in 2022. Yeah. I've been doing pretty damn good. I did have some liquor about a month ago, though. Anyways, this video request was to talk about notch counts in relation to a woman's ability to pair bond or respectfully fall in love with a man when she has a high notch count. I find it interesting that this is actually even a hot topic in the manosphere. Like, people actually talk about this, you know. I guess there's a few different levels to this. You could get religious. So in a lot of religions, they would they would demand that a woman be a virgin when she gets married. You know, and there's a lot of guys that have different sets of morals. Maybe your morals state that you won't settle for anything less than a virgin. But I don't think that's very many guys, especially here in the West. You know, out here in the United States, most guys are pretty open to dating a woman that has a fairly high notch count. But the guys that are unwilling to do that tend to be the guys that, like I said, they believe that a woman can't pair bond, she can't fall in love if she has a high notch count. So I guess I'll just share my experience with this. A woman is probably incapable of falling in love with a man that doesn't meet her standards, and that's not a look standard or a money standard. It's a standard of whatever it is she considers to be an attractive man that she can look up to, she can admire, and she can respect. Right? So if a woman has a high notch count, it's very likely that some of the men that she's been with have been men that she respects, that she looks up to, you know, alpha males, men that are high caliber men, right? They're not beta males at the bottom. They're alpha males at the top. So if a woman has a high notch count, and a lot of the guys that she's been with are alpha males, high value males at the top that she respects and looks up to, you will have to be at that caliber. You understand what I'm saying? If you want to make her fall in love with you, because love is synonymous with respect. You know, she has to respect you and look up to you. And if you're not at that caliber that she needs you to be at, it's not going to work. So the higher a woman's notch count is, usually on average, the harder it is for an average man or a low value man to get her to fall in love or respect her, or respect him, I should say. Now, I guess there's a few different factors to this, right? So women value a man who is dominant, who is aggressive, who is stable, who has status, who gets respect in his community, right? You know, he's a person of strong stature. So if you are a man that fits that mold, you'll have no problem. I mean, I've been with some, I can give you an example, man. I've had women, when I was 18 years old, I had 30-year-old women that would call me daddy. Now, when a woman calls you daddy, that is not a, perverted thing. When a woman actually genuinely wants to call you daddy, she wants to call you daddy because she looks up to you, she respects you like you're her father. And you can be younger than her and she'll still look at you that way. She can have a high notch count and she'll still look at you that way, as long as you're at that caliber that she needs or above that caliber. So if a woman has slept with 100 men and you decide, you know what, I don't care how many women how many men she's been with, I want to get with this chick. If you are the best she's ever had, she will have no problem pair bonding with you, falling in love with you, respecting you, so on and so forth. But if you like a woman who has a notch count of 10 and 8 of those guys, or we could say a notch count of 2, and both of those guys were better than you, she'll never respect you, bro. You got to accept that, man. And that's what it's all about. That's why, I've always preached when I give guys advice, and I'm just a fucking YouTuber. I'm just sitting out here talking to you guys, The advice that I've always given to men is focus on yourself. Looks, money, status, shit like that, right? You focus on that stuff, the social skills, the friends, the respect from other people. It's going to come along with it because that stuff requires hard work and dedication. When you put in hard work and dedication, you learn to respect yourself. Other people learn to respect you. And that's what will get you up to that caliber. And then you won't have to sit around and worry about what a woman's notch count is. I would say the only thing that throws me off about a woman with a high notch count is, I question, does she have an STD or something like that? But, if I'm 100% sure that, she don't have anything like that, I would have no problem dating a woman with a high notch count. As a guy living in the United States, that's something you're just probably going to have to deal with. If you live anywhere in the West, you're probably not going to find a woman with a low notch count. There's not very many of them, unless you want to date a chick that's way younger than you. Or if you're a guy that's in his late teenage years and you're already ready to settle down. But, yeah, it's really all there is to that, man. I'm not going to ramble too much on this subject. I think I've pretty much said everything that I need to say. That's really all there is to that. Well, I guess I could say one more thing. I could add one more thing to it for all the guys that are still watching at the 8-minute mark and they're just here to congregate and shoot the shit with their brother. We can talk about something. There's an advantage to a woman with a high notch count, and that can't be denied. Woman with a high notch count. A woman. Man, a half a beer and I'm already slurring. A woman with a high notch count is going to be a lot better in the bedroom. And a woman that has a lot of experience with a lot of men will respect you even more if you're the best guy she's ever had, which is what you should strive to be. If she has a high notch count and she gets with you and she realizes, oh shit, this guy is different. I need to separate this guy from all the other guys that I've been with. Well, then she's going to respect you even more. If she was a virgin, she wouldn't know how good she has it. But because she has a high notch count, she does know how good she has it. She realizes, shit, she's been running around with a bunch of busters. Now she's found a real man. You know what I mean? So hats off to you if you're in that position. Now, secondly, a woman with a high notch count is going to know what she's doing, right? You ever taken a girl's virginity? I have, back in my teenage years, back when I was a younger guy. We won't go with those stories, though. We'll go with the story of me being in my 20s and being with a woman that just didn't really know what she was doing. She's insecure. She's damn near afraid to get naked in front of me. Didn't want me looking at her. Wanted the lights off. Just basically had no idea what she was doing, and that is okay, If you like a girl, you can put up with that. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. You can train her to be good in the bedroom. But a woman with a high notch count doesn't need to be trained. She already knows what she's doing. She might actually put something on you that no girl's ever put on you before. So in the bedroom, it can have its advantages too. But guys, I gotta get inside before the sun goes down. Hope you enjoyed this quick little conversation. There will be many, many more coming up in the coming months. The weather's getting nice, and I sure do enjoy sitting out here with the sun shining on me, shooting the shit with you guys. So there's no doubt about it. We will keep these conversations going. Now, brother, I fully understand if you don't want to get with a woman that has a high notch count. I fully understand the neighborhood bicycle, the community pussy. I understand. But here in the States, that's about all we got. So we take what we can get. I'm just kidding. Nah, you're probably not going to find a virgin, though. So you got to deal with it. Hope this video was somewhat informative. If not, whatever, We just shot the shit. Doesn't have to be the best video in the world. That's about it for today, guys. Until next time, see ya.